The U.S. Forest Service recently proposed new rules for commercial filming in wilderness that made many journalists worry that they were going to lose their access to these special places just to do their job. That caused quite an uproar across the country until Tom Tidwell, the chief of the Forest Service, wrote a letter to his chiefs telling him that they would not violate the First Amendment and would protect the freedom of speech.
I'm Tom Hadzor. I'm with a local video production company called Wide Eye Productions. We do primarily nature photography, videography. We do long-form television, and it requires us to sometimes go up into national forest lands and sometimes even wilderness areas. And to obtain the shots that we need to complete our projects, we're required to get permits wherever we shoot on national forest lands, BLM lands, wilderness, and it can be really expensive. It could almost be cost prohibitive to a project for us, being a small company, and we have to pay those fees. We're happy to pay those fees, but it makes it hard sometimes.
Well, we're here in Boise talking about our proposed regulations for directives for filming in wilderness, commercial filming in wilderness. And it's important to really make that distinction between wilderness and the rest of the national forest. You know, the whole national forest, only less than 20% is actually designated as wilderness. And the only reason that we have wilderness, the only thing that makes it wilderness is that we treat that land differently than the rest of the 80%. It really doesn't look different in a lot of ways, has the same kind of characteristics in a lot of places, but it's our treatment as managers and as users and everything that really keep the wildness in the place we call wilderness.
I'm really pleased to see the new policy. I have to say, I think that Forest Service has really responded to the comments that people have made and reacted in a thoughtful, planned out way. I mean, the letter from the Forest Service director on the definition of what commercial filming is, that there's going to be a little more lenient interpretation of what commercial filming is, and that I also think they're trying to respond to the technological changes that have taken place. There's just been a real revolution in the way projects are filmed over the past 10 years. So it does really feel like they're trying to respond and put together a program that's appropriate for the various levels of filming that take place on National Forest Service lands.